Heyo everybody, Haku here with this week's read-through for The Promised Neverland, and this time we got chapters 137, 138, 139, and maybe 140. I'm gonna do at least 3, I don't know, maybe 4. And I'm excited to read because we are very, very close to catching up. I think Jump is gonna be on break in I think we got 2 more chapters of all the Jump stuff before Jump goes on break for Oban Festival, I think, for a week. I might be getting that incorrect. I know they're going on break for something. I don't remember what it's for, though. But, yeah. So we're going to be having a break, actually, for everything on Jump, and I think we can be caught up by that break. Just do 4 this week, and then either 3 next week, 3 the week after that, or, 4 next week and then 2 the week after that, and then we'll be caught up whenever it's back from break. Well, actually, if we do that, then we'd probably have to take a break. So maybe I don't know. I don't know how I'll do that. I guess maybe we'll just have to have a week off when Jump has a week off. So yeah, I'm excited to read. I'm excited to get into things. Last time we saw that Emma had kind of figured out what they need to do. There was a lot of wandering around and a lot of... It wasn't like there was an actual specific goal, I guess, or an actual specific hurdle that we were seeing them overcome and think through. It was more just general trying to wander around and figure out whatever they need to do, just follow the arrows most of the time until they get to where they need to be. So there was a lot of that. I'm really, really interested in the Don and Gilda storyline right now. So I'm excited to see how that goes. I love Sungju and Musica, and I'd love to see more of their group. So I guess that's where we are. I'd love to see more of the Royals too, with the demons and all, and their army and everything. That entire thing could be interesting. But yeah, there's just a lot of really, really cool things going on. Let's go ahead and get into 137 and see what we end up with this week. So we're starting off with Ray here. Lost in a world of confusion, from the depths of despair he sees. I can't do this anymore. Emma, Norman, I'm sorry. Huh? Who? And he's all old and withered. Chapter 137, Transformation. And of course, little kid Emma's gonna pop out of the wardrobe. Ray! I think I get it. What'd you say? Who are you, young lady? And he's gotten super old. Get a grip, Grandpa, and she slaps him. Emma, are you really Emma? And he snaps into normal Ray. Of course I am. I understand it now. It's just like you said. The 7 walls are time and space, and they're unstable here. So the key is in our heads, says Emma. What now? Okay, let's tackle it one step at a time. First, space-time is all messed up here, right? It's unstable. Right. And what's more, the locations we've seen were all connected to places we know. I guess so. Which means this maze is linked to our mind. To both our conscious thoughts and our unconscious. Of course, that actually does make a lot of sense that she would realize that, given that it's all places and things that they know. That is, it's reacting to our consciousness, which means our thoughts are able to change this place. What? In short, it all came from our minds. We didn't realize that here it's actually possible. In this maze, we can transcend space and time. Wait, that's a pretty far out theory. Got any proof? None. Oh, this is just like before. They've both literally said that line. I think it was back at the Gracefield house. But I managed to do it a little bit, I'm sure. I wanted very much to revert time, and then I became a little child again. Only I couldn't make it stop. Think about it. Why did you become an old man? How come you turned back? So the trigger was my thoughts. But we've never seen any place like this desert. No chance of walking 10 miles here. It's because I was searching for a wide open space. Because the riddle mentions sand. Now that I think about it, when we got old and young and so on, didn't our bags get destroyed? Even our clothes? So it was all a projection of our unconscious. Okay, so this is what he was expecting the place to look like, so this is why it looks this way. Totally makes sense. The reason we got lost so long, was that we didn't understand what was happening. We got entangled in it without knowing the right way to, without knowing how to look at it the right way. This place has a real form. I'm sure that, that's what'll appear when you stop time and make it go back. I'm sure that's what it means when they said the 7 walls shall appear. It's real, you know. You can do it too. Use your imagination. Come, Ray. Make time stop a little bit. Make it go back. I really like that panel. It came from our minds. It depends on me. The world can change with thought. Even a place looking like this. And he starts laughing. You really have the craziest ideas, Emma. Oh, and he becomes a little kid again. But experimenting with things pays off later, doesn't it? When I was small, I didn't even think that things were too hard to do, that maybe I couldn't do it. I have to remember how it felt. I can do it. Oh, and again with the theme of the Promised Neverland, for them to go back and be kids is how it works. I have to remember how it felt. I can do it. Believe it. Without even a shadow of a doubt. Stop and go back. And we see the pinwheels all stopping. And now, oh man, look at this page. It's so good. It looks like everything is frozen now. Okay. And everything's like falling apart and getting all twisted. I love this. This looks so good. And it starts to warp almost into this weird forest type place. Okay. Again, it's weird that the demons had such a scientific explanation when all of this is so very sort of metaphysical. And now they're back to their normal selves in what looks like a giant empty room almost. It changed. Is this the real shape? Wait, could this be a cube with 10 miles on each side? We're actually doing it. We're interfering with space-time with our thoughts. Holy God! He's mumbling to himself. If so, I think it might actually help to read this, at least what I can of it. If so, then, consciousness and energy. Wait, what about that door? It must have been the entrance to a higher dimensional state. But other dimensions? No, that's not impossible. We already knew about that when Sung Ju spoke. And then everything just starts to blend together. Hey, Emma, could it be that insert name here is... Hey, maybe they are insert name here. And they see the Hogyoku and some sort of orb in a cube. Some bit of geometry here. Oh, this is hilarious. This is great. What's this? It's pitch black. A sphere. No, this is a hole. Okay. And we see target practice with the kids from Goldie Pond. Not bad. No wonder when they survived the hunting grounds. But no, all of them are exceptionally well trained. Our forces will be stronger than I could imagine, says Vincent. Right, boss? And he brings it up to Norman. Correct. They're to be deployed in the furthest rear guard, always. That aside, what's the current state of Gilan's group? Moving as foreseen, without any issues. What about the preparations for that? Is it usable? I believe there should be enough time. And again, screw Norman, willing to risk the lives of those kids. But also, when Emma specifically said, this isn't an answer, this isn't going to save everybody, and he's still doing it anyway, what a complete ass. Man, I really don't like Norman. Then, it's our turn to move. The ripples of a strong resolve grow into fearsome waves. Our target is the royal capital. We march. And he has his group of people from Lambda. Man, what a ridiculous clown. What a clown. Like, screw this guy. Emma specifically told him this isn't going to save everybody. This isn't a real solution. And all the things that he lived through, he went through Gracefield with them, and then he's gonna pull this shit? Like, not only the terribleness of, like, I feel like even him being willing to be like, yeah, let's just slaughter all the demons, including innocent people. Screw that. Like, even just him being able to accept, okay, let's do that is bad enough. But then add into the fact that he has people actually saying to him, you know, there's another way, you don't have to do that. And him still wanting to go through with it. Ridiculous. So yeah, I feel like I don't understand how Norman can be, like, redeemed at this point. Because even if in the end they're like, okay, we succeeded at the Seven Walls stuff and now we can live peacefully alongside the demons, the fact that, again, Norman was willing to go through with genociding them says so much about him that even if he doesn't actually get to go through with genociding him, the fact that he tried is, like, pretty condemning. So, yeah, I don't know. Screw Norman at this point. But let's read 138. I'm sure so many people disagree with me on that, but yeah, screw this guy at this point. So, chapter 138. Jumps made it to more than 12 million copies worldwide. We thank you for your support with another color illustration. Alright, those tracks show the way toward hope. We see Don and Gilda's group with Hayato and Aishe. Chapter 138. The Search for the Demons 1. Oh, I'm excited. I really want to see their storyline. And we see, like, these ruins in the background. Wonder what that's all about. Alright. Oh, let's go. We have Vincent here. One more move in the perfect strategy. And he's making something. Is it ready? It is. The boss is an astounding genius. No, that vulgar word doesn't even come close. He's above that. Nothing that exists can compare to him, in greatness, nobility, or perfection. Hey, now it's all good, right? Nah, it's nothing. Forget it. Alright. I wonder if the girl with the cursed blood will be found. Oh, she will. The boss even managed to smoke out the elusive Gilan. Can we kill her? She will die. Just trust the boss on this. And we have the mouse. Experiment successful. So I wonder if this is some sort of weapon to destroy the mouse and destroy the demons, of course, is how they're going to use it, like chemical warfare. Or is this some sort of, like, doping drug that they're going to use on their own kids to try to make them into super soldiers? Either way, it's a shitty thing to do, and screw Norman. So yeah, experiment successful. His plans proceeding without a hitch. The royal capital, the cursed blood girl, everything's already taken care of. Alright. And, of course, the cage is obscured, so we can't really tell. We see Aisha's dogs. And Don and Gilda looking. We have Norman's map. Aisha and the dogs are also helping to search. Hey, there it is. Footprints, says Hayato. Thanks to them, we found signs of demons in this secret route where no demons should be. And, if these are from Sungju and Musica... But, these are not right, says Gilda. They're too big to be from Musica, and too small for Sungju. There seems to have been no effort at all to disguise them. What's more, if you look closely, they're walking on all fours. This must be from a small wild demon. Here it is, now we found a campfire, and Hayato finds it. These are human bones, so it can't be Sungju's group. Alright? You two were awesome. You really know it all. It's so cool. Nah, Aisha and the dogs are doing all the work. They don't miss a clue, no matter how small and subtle. Things that we'd certainly miss, or that we'd take forever to find out. They get it once. And we see Aishe eating now and feeding the dogs the fish too. And she's even an expert markswoman, right? Yes, she's the best shot out of the entire group. After the boss saved her, she started to learn and improve super fast. By now, she can shoot a target this small from very far with 100% accuracy. Another Yugo, someone called me. For real? Her 5 senses are unbelievably sharp. Sight, hearing, smell, and she jolts up and grabs a blade. It throws it into a spider behind Dawn. It's venomous. See? Thank you. And she just ignores him. The ideal travel escort, isn't she? Perfect for search, perfect for security, perfect for assassination. And Dawn and Gilda are whispering to each other. And also, for keeping watch on us. No openings whatsoever. The dogs and this woman won't miss an eye blink. Okay, so again, this is, even him trying to use Dawn and Gilda like this is so scummy. Screw Norman, what a scumbag. Like, as I read more and more, he is such a worse person as you keep reading. I wonder if we can even help them. Sungju, Musica, to hell with that. The right question's how do we save them? You're right, sorry. Well, Sungju's always close to Musica. As long as he's around, I very much doubt they can be killed that easily. Although, we really need to communicate with her somehow. Aishe can't understand human language, and she's only interested in talking to the dogs. But this challenge only gets me fired up. I'll work hard to make us understand one another. Okay, here goes nothing, says Dawn. Operation Friendship. Total failure, and the dogs chase him away. And he's climbing the rocks with her. She looks at him. Tomorrow for sure, he thinks. Yes. More tracks. All of them from wild demons, aren't they? It's getting dangerous. I think the nest must be close to here. If we keep going in this direction, we'll get close to a town. Let's go back the way we came. Towns are dangerous too. And then the dogs start barking. And Aishe looks up. What's up? That's the problem, isn't it? We have to avoid the demons, but we're also searching for them. That's pretty hard. Oh, and there's a huge one behind Hayato. A demon. He was mimicking tree bark, thinks Gilda. Hayato. Huh? And he starts screaming as the demon comes at him. Oh my gosh. Dawn throws a rock, and looks like it knocks it off balance. And Aishe looks surprised. Dawn starts running. And is he distracting it even? He runs one way and the other three run the other way. Now. So is he actually going to win over Aishe? And she's going to not follow through and kill Sungju and Musica? But we see they all met back up. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad you're not hurt. And Hayato's just screaming, hugging Dawn. Hayato's so good. But why put yourself in danger like that? You could have died. It'd be much simpler and faster to just kill it. Well, it was just one, and it's easy to escape in this terrain. The guns are too loud, and our ammo is limited. And also, our safety long-term depends on not leaving tracks, especially signs of human activity. Then just kill them with bows. Yeah, but I think it's best to avoid killing when we can. Dawn has grown into such a good boy. I'll go gather wood for the fire. Be careful, Hayato. Hey, Dawn. Earlier today, did you notice it? Those tracks. It looked like that one. Very much so. That horse who was with Sungju and Musica? Ah, the Sleipnir. No way. It's so soon, and we already have a lead? It's not certain yet. It could be another horse. But what do we do if it's really them? We'll find them soon. We won't let them be killed, and for that, what we must do is... Right, Dawn, we... Words break the silence and all certainty. I see. You two are planning to let her escape, says Aishe. And of course it makes sense that she would have learned human language by now. Even the demons pretty much all speak in human language. They never use that demon language. They all, unless it's being translated for us so that we're seeing it in, in Japanese in the original, but in English for us, then they pretty much always speak in human language. But I don't know. I might just end after this one and just do 3 chapters, and then do 3 next week and 3 the week after that. Does that work? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Since that break's going to be happening, I might just do 3. Gosh, I don't know. Either way, let's read the rest of this one. And that might be where I end this. That light in her eyes. And they look at each other. She found out. She could hear everything. More importantly, how come, says Gilda. So you can understand language, Aishe? Okay. On that day, her whole world... Ooh, are we getting her backstory? I'm so interested. She's such a cool character. Just look how cool she looks. Man. Chapter 139, The Search for Demons 2. I might have to read another one after this. I might not be able to stop at 3. Now we see the demons. The demon worked at a certain farm. Of few words, he walked about gloomy and heavy-hearted. Since he was a boy, he hated his own face. Its right side had suddenly lost all shape one ill-fated day. No matter what he ate since then, it never recovered. It's truly the face of a wild one. He's fallen into the wild. I have not. What have you been eating? We see all the other demons sort of making fun of him his whole life. I always eat well. Eating humans is supposed to fix you. To him, his face felt indeed like a curse. That must be why, on that day, when he glimpsed at a certain livestock baby on the discard line, and he sees probably Aishe with a messed up right side of her face, he felt as if looking at himself. Damn, what a waste. Throwing away the whole thing, even though it's still pretty much edible. And he looks at her. So this is totally changing the backstory. He acted on impulse. What if they found... Oh shit, what if this is going to get real deep? If instead of Norman's group busting in, murdering the demons, and saving this child, they actually busted in and murdered a demon who had taken in Aishe and raised her peacefully. Like, what if he had actually taken her in, raised her peacefully as his own, and they Norman's group pretty much killed her father? Holy shit, what if, this could be totally subverted. Holy shit. I'm blown away. This could be such good writing that I did not see coming anywhere close to this. Oh my god, I'm freaking out at just the thought of it. He acted on impulse, and we see him grabbing the baby. I stole it! Refuse goods or not, this is the farm's private property, and he's freaking out. What am I even gonna do with a human anyway? Shall I eat it? He thinks. And he looks. Well, I guess I can think of it as another dog. He had always lived in solitude away from the village. His home was moreover hidden deep within the forest. Oh, again because everybody judged him for having the messed up face. So yeah, what if they just killed her father? He stopped going to the farm. And we have the baby crying. Here, and he's taking care of her. What do humans eat anyway? What manner of clothing do humans wear? And he's trying to take care of her. Boo! And he's playing with the little baby Aishe. Oh man, this is even sadder. I expected her to have the sad backstory of being raised by a demon and it being like a terrible, almost slavery-ish situation. But this could be worse. She was actually raised in a happy family with a demon, and then he got murdered by the humans, and she's forced to work with them because she's human. The curse that so plagued him was a thing of the past. He was happy. Man, and we see him teaching her to read and write and everything. Holy shit. Aishe just became the coolest character. However, one day, and we see Zazie kill him. Hey guys, this way. Something's odd. Go hide, Aishe. Daddy. Oh, this is so fucking sad. I'm so pissed off at Norman's group now. Fuck Norman's group. Norman is the worst. There's no way they could have known, but still, Norman is the worst. Daddy. And he hit her and went out. No, I can't die yet. I don't want to part. Aishe. It's okay. It's going to be okay now. And we see Barbara and Cicero busting in after they killed him. And what she's saying in the demon language at that time when we saw was, damn you, I won't forget this. I'll kill you. I'll kill you all. And she looks at Norman's group. Aishe just became the most cool, freaking badass character. Oh my god. This writing. Oh man, I didn't expect this at all. This is so good. This might be the best chapter in the series. I am blown away. Holy shit. Oh my god, Aishe is my favorite character now. Why, you ask? Why can I understand language? Or why did I stay quiet? Out of hate. I know he fed on human meat, but for me, he was still my father. He taught me to speak. He taught me all I know. He raised me not as cattle, but as family. He was my single, precious, unique parent. And then they killed him. They're my bitter enemies. That's why I detest those people. I have nothing to say to them. Man, so good. I pretend to know nothing and follow them, but that's just to... I'll kill you, she thinks, to survive this situation I found myself in. And you? Huh? Why didn't you kill him? Why do you want to help the cursed blood girl? The other humans don't think twice to shoot. You're not like them. Why? And they hesitate a moment. Well, we're not so different from them, really. We also have grudges against the demons. What's more, they terrify us. It's just that Sungju and Musica saved us. We owe them our lives. They're important friends. We have this one comrade. And she says that not all demons must be bad, that she doesn't want a war, and not that we're totally on board with that, don't get me wrong, but we also don't want a genocide of demons. If there's some other way, that's why we're after Sungju and Musica. So, we had to take measures for their sake, in case you were not just a bodyguard, but also an assassin. Hey Aishe, did the boss give you orders to kill? No. Nobody told me anything like that. And they're surprised. I thought you were the ones who... I'm so glad! And each group is relieved at the other half of the group. Norman really was trying to protect them. I still don't know if I trust Norman after all this, but Norman could be lying to Vincent and Cicero. So, again, doesn't make up for the fact that he's kind of being a prick and evil in other ways, but at least in this one way, he might actually be trying to protect them. He could be lying to Cicero and Vincent in order to have them hide Sungju and Musica and say that they killed them. Norman really was trying to protect them. He did reconsider it after all. God, I love Don and Gilda, and now Aisha's my favorite. And you're no assassin. I'm happy you're with us. I'm so sorry for doubting you. They're crying, she thinks. Don and Gilda. But wait a minute, Norman asked us to bring them back. There's still the possibility he's just waiting for them to come, and then... Still, they'll be safe for a while, and that leaves this leaves the door open for negotiations. He isn't shooting them in the back. What a relief. Now we can just look for them without worries. And Aisha's thinking... Oh shit. We see Jin and an army of Lambda soldiers. Another day with no leads. Yes, and Hayato's reporting to them. But you'll find them soon. Don't forget the boss's orders. As soon as you find the cursed blood, we kill her. A trap laid in darkness. So again, Norman is still a piece of shit. Screw Norman. Just when I had this one inkling that maybe at least in one aspect Norman wasn't a piece of shit. Nope, I'm wrong. Norman is terrible. Fuck this guy. Sorry for the language, but Norman is the worst. Screw this guy so much. I don't necessarily blame Jin and Hayato as much, but screw Norman. I'm going to read one more. That was so good I can't end on that note. I have to keep going. So I'm going to read one more. I'm going to do 140. Oh, actually, no. I probably shouldn't. I should probably keep this at 30 minutes. Ugh. I want to keep reading, though. Either way, 3 chapters for now. 3 chapters next week. 3 chapters the week after that. And then I think we'll be caught up when it goes on break. We'll be caught up. So yeah, that's where we are. Thank you for watching. Gosh, that chapter was just so good, though. God. And I didn't like the past 4, like last read through. They were okay. I wasn't that into them. They were still good as any chapter. But man, these 3 were something else. This Don and Gilda storyline's good. Oh, man. And the bit of Ray and Emma this time was so good, too. Oh, I'm so excited to catch up to this series. I'm so excited. Either way, Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of these 3 chapters, what you thought of my thoughts on them. I know I freaked out about so much. I'm kind of a mess this time. Um, Subscribe for more. Promised Neverland, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel, or keep you updated there and stuff for the channel, or talk to you there. If you want a link to our Discord server to talk to me about this series or anything else, then just ask and I can give you a link to the Discord server. And if you want to help keep the channel going by supporting us on Patreon, the link to the Patreon will be in the description, and patrons are going to get to vote on a new series added to the channel on Sundays. So yeah, if you want to vote on a new series, that's something that patrons will be able to do too. But that's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.